Ta-da.
Ta-da. So I start away from the shape and I cut up to it, okay? I keep my work in the hoop because that tension when I'm cutting is making the fabric spring away, okay? I push my finger underneath even just to make sure that there is still tension on there. And I'm going to run that blade around the purl edge of the buttonhole and hope that Jamie doesn't have any stitches hanging out.
So you're cutting up right next to it. You're not even attempting. You're not.
No, as close as I can.
So this is a one-pass thing.
Yep. So, well, no, we can go back and tidy up.
Right,
but I generally do it in one pass. Now, this may horrify you, but okay. So I can hold on to that, or I'll pull on that. But you know what else I can do? Because I've done this a million times, I actually pull on it with the scissors.
Oh yeah, that won't be me, but go ahead.
Yeah, but that's you're feeling brave. So on the other side, you've lost the tension. So grab hold of it, pull on it with your finger and thumb, come around the other side. Okay, so I've got it really, really, really close. Now some people, they cut it out with like a centimetre around it and then trim it back.
Yeah.
But you haven't got that tension then.
To rig it as
Yeah. So I then run around it with my fingernail or the back of my scissors if I haven't got a fingernail. And we're just going to rub up any hairy little cross section of the fabric, okay? You don't want to rub and fluff it too much because if you rub and fluff too much, you end up fluffing up the stitches and cutting through those, okay? You can cut from both sides. You can flip it over and cut from the back. You can turn it over and cut from the front. You can hold it on an angle. It's whatever you need to do to be able to cut this out, okay? You don't want fluffy, hairy, detached pieces. There is nothing worse. Actually, there is. Hairy Hardanger. Hairy Hardanger and hairy stumpwork do my head in. Okay.
Sounds like names of men.
So I'm still going to leave this for Jamie to do a little bit of trimming on because it wouldn't be fun if I did all of the work for her. And seeing as these are her beautiful scissors. But yeah, you're just looking to get rid of that cross section. Now, if we were working on a white muslin, you would end up just with little white specks around here. That's where the fabric is poking out between the front and the back of your stitching. So at that point, I would get a Texticolor felt tip pen, hold it. I don't take the pen to it. They bleed out the front, out of the tip. Hold it up and take that and just go around the side of the felt tip. And that'll colour it. Okay, that's enough to colour it. First thing though, test your felt tip on your fabric. You know, this is muslin. We don't need to. That's why we've got pink fabric. But if you test it first, because sometimes they're a different colour on the inside.
Yes.
to what the barrel is on the outside. So, but yeah, at that point you can do that. We're then going to cut that little tail off as close as you can. That's not required. Don't use good scissors. Swap to your Goldberg scissors or an old pair of scissors. And then we're going to push this through your background fabric by, I'm going to steal that. We're going to grab that chenille needle, and of course this is your background, not the hoop, but you want the eye halfway through the fabric. You see how that's holding open a hole in the fabric? Yeah. So that piece of wire is just going to go straight down the hole, just like that. Okay. Pull it down tight. Remember, this little guy's not there anymore. Pull it, remove the needle. Thank you. And you're going to bend that wire back behind the petal. You want to secure it for about 1 centimetre, and then you want to fold it into a U shape and secure it again. Okay. I don't cut any of these off until I've got everything on and I'm happy with the flower. Okay. So there's a little circle on your work, and these are all going to go around the little circle.
It's not in the sack.
So they're not going through the same hole. No, we've got a flower centre to go in the middle of it. So what the reason why we're hanging this Yui is if you've only gone to here, once your wires are cut, if you pull on that, it'll just slide through the stitches. And my girlfriend's daughter did that to the stump work I made her, which was a tiny, tiny little box like this. And the pieces were so tiny on it that I went, I don't want the bulk underneath. I just did that single, and then the little girl sat in the wardrobe and went, she loves me not. She loves me.
She loves me not.
That's exactly what she finished on. And we had to basically just cut the wires off and glue them back on the top of the box. So it was really disappointing. But, so that's how we're going to put that on. So you can all put